Hello, this is an Astroneer showcase of some large storage designs. In the late game of Astroneer, you're going to have a bunch of auto extractors producing a tremendous amount of resources that you're going to want to put into large resource canisters. A nice way of setting those up is on a extra large platform C. You can have 3 large canisters on there and still have an input and output zone. You can also make a hybrid system. If you have a lot of just a couple of resources, you could have 2 large canisters and then a large storage silo with a bunch of resources that you may not have a lot of. They do stack very nicely. Here we have just 9 on each side, and we have input and output zones for all of them. If you're pulling these from auto extractors, you're going to get full canisters anyways, and then it might be easier to just move them around by hand rather than deploy them and have an auto arm put the individual pieces into your system. Just for a reference, an auto arm takes about 3 seconds to move a resource, and with 400 resources, you're looking at 1200 seconds, which is about 20 minutes to move those resources. But if you do want to set up a system using large storage canisters, here are 2 setups. The first is this wall-mounted setup. So this allows you to store a large canister of the 14 primary resources, as well as have 4 sections left over for either gas canisters or large silos with smaller amounts of your more high value resources. It has an input zone, and anything you put in the system will travel around in a circle until it gets sucked into a canister. The second design is a U-shaped or O-shaped storage system. In this case, we have an input zone, which gets pulled into a bunch of extra large platform C with 3 resource canisters on them that travel down the line and then change direction. What I like to do is store all my resources that can be smelted on here, and then when we change direction, we have smelters here so that all these smelted resources can be put into the next resource canisters. We also have this little bypass here, so we can bypass the smelters if we say want organic or quartz further down the line. As we go around, this system is expandable. Basically, in any direction, you can make it longer, wider, what have you. All you need to do is when you're changing directions, have a setup like this, where this auto arm will put it on here, and then you just flip direction. Any of these canisters are interchangeable with atmospheric condensers if you want to just have a bunch of gas, or you can put some large silos with medium gas canisters on them to store gases. One of the last things in the line is going to be hydrazine. This is still slow to deposit and withdraw, and it's the only thing that can't go into a canister as of right now. So we just have a setup here where you can input hydrazine and take hydrazine out if you need it. And then finally, when we turn the corner again, we have 3 chemistry labs. So this is if you set any of your canisters to output, whatever they output will eventually end up over here, and you can use the chemistry lab to turn it into new resources. We then turn the corner and we have the last thing, which is soil, and then we have an output platform. So you could stop it here, or if you want to do, say, several processes on the chemistry lab, or you just have a lot of stuff that you want circling around your system, you could just turn this auto arm on, and then they'll keep circling. So that's the showcase of the 2 storage setups that I set up. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.